Ah, hmm. Ah, yes, good, good. 7th of December. Wait, 7th? Oh, damn. Looks like I missed a couple of days. Well, not to worry. I mean, what do you do when you miss a couple of days? You open them up later and eat the chocolates inside the calendar. Right, okay. Let's see what we have for the 7th day of December. How you doing, pig? You good? Right, let's go. Open up our 7th door. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. We've done those. Gonna have to open 4 later and 5. There's 6. Ah, 7. Wonderful. Right, let's go see what present we have behind here. I'm still a little bit salty about what happened last time, but no, hopefully today will be better than that. So let's go. Right, I just had to pop back actually. I missed my my booties. I was wondering why my feet were getting so cold. I did check on the present though, and nothing was happening to it. So hopefully everything will be fine now. What? What? Hey, hey! No, 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 no! Don't fly off with that. That's my present. Come back! What are you do? What are you doing? What? What? That's not even. How did they lift that? They're just bats. You know, I've never liked those bats. Oh my. Ah, ah. The audacity. They just up and stole it. Oh my god. Ah. If this has anything to do with that hero Grinch fellow, oh my. Oh, I am. I still can't believe what I just saw. This is. I'm gonna go drink some milk or something. It's too early in the day for this. Alright guys, so it's time to check behind the scenes and see how I did all of the floaty presents and flying bats and stuff. Right, okay, where should I start? Let's start with this massive chunk of command blocks here, shall we? So this is what actually creates the present that flies away, so summon present. If we press this button, it shall summon all of these bats here with the present floating in the sky. And if we go inside, we can see that it's kind of there's like no clip. There's no like there's nothing stopping us flying through this, and it's actually full of bats. And that's because these are actually falling sand entities riding on the top of bats. And then I'm using teleport commands to move the bats, like we did with the shulkers, except with falling sand entities. And as you can see, all of the falling sand just disappeared. Let's kill the bats. The reason for that is because after a certain amount of time, falling sand will despawn in the air. So that's why we have this refresh falling sand thing, which actually sets the time. So let's put this here and leave that there, so this will be active, so these won't despawn while we're explaining it. So I wanted to use show off in each episode. I want to show off something a little bit different, so you guys can perhaps use it yourself if you're wanting to. So this is a sort of feature of the new 1.9 is we have these chain blocks which we have been using in different configurations, and they allow for incredibly compact things too. So these are pretty much all running the exact same command. They're summoning a bat with a falling sand entity of a specific kind. So I'm using 2 different falling sand type entities here to make this. And what's happening is it's activating in a sort of line here. So here we'll have the summon bat 10 blocks above. Persistence required, no AI. It's all silent. And it's got the passenger of the falling sand. We have all of this. This command, and then what I simply did is I control pick blocked this, so I would have this one, and if we look in the middle here, and then I created a different one which has a different data value falling sand for wool. And of course now all I need to do is place these like this and make sure the arrows are leading into each other, and I can create pretty much any shape I want out of falling sand entities. And that's what this is. It goes up here, around here, doodly doodly doo, all the way through here, through here, and essentially the inside of this is empty. Let's control pick block this and remove it. Oh, that was must have been left over from a failed experiment there. It's got some clay, but I put some redstone. So as you can see, it's hollow in here. And if I put that back, there we go. So this essentially just runs round the outside of the present, sort of filling in blocks. At the end here, this is where it comes out. It comes up here and out here. I have empty chain blocks. So these will still allow the signal, the sort of activation to continue. Because you can see at the top here with the bow, I've got these sort of empty spaces. These are all empty command blocks leading into here. And then I have empty command block, full command block, empty command block, which will be here. So empty, full, empty, and then full again, then empty, then full. So this one, and this one have stuff in, so it creates the lovely bow. So you can really create some pretty cool shapes. And of course, because they're falling sand entities, you can animate them quite well. So this is what I have here. This is the control for that. If I activate this, this will be activated. So I'm just doing my fancy detect again. And I'm using my block of choice, sponge. And in this case, I'm doing two different things. So I have wet sponge too. And I'm just teleporting a bat in a certain position when sponge is underneath me in a certain place. And it's the same here. So if I have sponge 0, which I believe is dry sponge, and sponge 1, which is wet sponge. So if I walk over this, going on this makes it go up, and I'll fly off of that so it doesn't. Going on both of them will make it go diagonally. There we go. And then going on this one will make it just go, I think, just that way. There we go. So we can move our present around, and because we're constantly refreshing the time score of the falling sand, it will never despawn, and it'll look great. And of course, you can combo this with shulkers riding bats as well to make it solid, so people can't run into it. So you can have a solid thing that moves. This whole thing does use a lot of entities. I think this here is just, yeah, this is 170 entities just for this. You can do bits and bobs to sort of cut down on entities. But this kind of process is always going to be very, very heavy on the entity front. So if you're going to use it in a map, I'd say use it sparingly, and remember to clean up all of your entities that you're not using when you're not using them. So perhaps when the player's not looking directly at it, you can remove it, or it really depends on the use case basis. But yes, that's so. Actually, let's kill all the bats while the sand entity's on them, because this is quite fun as well. The present just falls, and it collapses because the inside of the present is hollow, so it doesn't really work. So it creates this sort of flat present, as if a sibling had sat on it. Anyway. Yeah, so that's this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be another episode hopefully coming out tomorrow. I apologize for the days where they were missing. That's pretty much just because terrible scheduling on my part. This is sort of the first time where I've actually attempted to do a serious video a day series. But hopefully in the future I will actually fill those. I'll fill those in. Perhaps after the 24 days, I will still give you those days. You know, I'll still do videos for those days after this is all said and done. So anyway, I've got some more episodes to create and more things to play with, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.